Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to this motion. I wish to support the decision of the joint committees on the appointment of Mr. Douglas Kanja to the position of IG. Mr. Speaker, as we support his appointment, I would want to send a message that when we passed the Constitution of Kenya 2010, we actually intended that we move from the police force to a police service. Mr. Speaker, Article 244 of the Constitution that guides on how the police can be a service has to date not been implemented. The police continues to be a force rather than a service. My plea to the incoming IG is that this is a golden opportunity for you to be the first IG to make a serious attempt to implement the police as a service. And I believe if you implement the police as a service, this will benefit everybody in the country. It will benefit communities, it will benefit families, it will benefit the government, and we will be a better off community. Mr. Speaker, I would want to speak to a few particular issues that I think the IG must pay attention to. Mr. Speaker, we have so many cases of lost children in this country. Every so often you hear this child is being looked for, this child has disappeared, this child has died. I want to ask that the police invest more time in trying to deal with child trafficking in this country so that we deal with that menace. Mr. Speaker, I also want to request that the IG collaborate better with other departments. The information from the Kenya Health Information System indicates that between 2016 and 2023, we had over nearly 200,000 10 to 14-year-olds girls who were made pregnant. This information was picked from health facilities. Mr. Speaker, all of those are defilements. Do we have a similar number of prosecutions in our courts? No, we don't have it, because these cases are not prosecuted, are not followed, because the provincial administration from sub-chiefs and the others, including the police, actually get into negotiations instead of prosecuting these cases. We are asking that for the protection of girls and boys in this country, because the defilement is also happening to the boys, that the IG will spend a lot more time and put in place mechanisms to ensure that our children, especially the girls, are protected from sexual violence in this country. Mr. Speaker, we have had quite a number of deaths in our universities. We've had brutal deaths that happen where people are murdered, especially girls. We are asking that he also looks at that. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to speak to the new issue where police are covering their faces, using cars without number plates, hiding their identity. Mr. Speaker, why would police mimic terrorists? How would I know that this is a police officer when the police officer is behaving like a terrorist, like a robber? We need the IG to immediately stop the new practice in the police where they are mimicking terrorists and terrorizing the society in the manner in which they are carrying out, particularly when they want to arrest the persons who have made political speeches. Recently, my former colleague, Khalef Khalifa, former commissioner, was arrested by people who are hooded. And when he tried to get to ask for his rights, they actually then...
Senator Muma, your time is up. Just wind up.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Senator Wamatinga.
Thank you.